Welcome Soulmate to another interesting tutorial. How to install a modesty panel and stabilize the loop so that it doesn't pull out. So for the purpose of this class, I've already sewn the loops and I've made the modesty panel as you can see. So what we're going to be doing is how to install it, right? So that it comes out very nice. So this is the modesty panel. This here is the modesty panel. No structure except for interfacing, which is stay. I used stay to interface it. So this is how I'm going to install it in between the lining and the main fabric after installing your loops. Okay, I'll put it this way on top of the loop, like the way I placed it inside, then on top of the loops I'm going to put them together, right? This is between the main fabric and the lining. So I'm going to sew it and then use my plastic sewable bone to sew on top of it. This bone will help the loops to be strong, will help it not to start dangling about, like not being straight. Okay, so I'll just place it on top of the loops like this. The modesty panel is on top of the loops, then the bone is on top of the modesty panel, right? So you just have to arrange it properly, arrange it very well, and then place it on top. Now, while placing it, you need to make sure that you don't sew it in such a way that what will come out from the right side becomes very small. I mean, the loops. It has to be something that can pass um, the rope that you're going to use to tie it. So when you place this, you're sewing on the inside, not on the outside. You're sewing on the inside because you're still going to turn it, right? So you put it and sew on the inside. This will help the loops and the modesty panel to be strong when lacing, right? When lacing is going to be strong, you will not have some parts coming in and some parts moving out. I hope you understand what I mean. So I'm just going to sew on top of it, and after which we're going to see what it looks like. So if you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe to this channel as we hope to bring in more interesting videos, right? So you need to sew it just like I have done here. And when you're done sewing, remember I only sewed on the main fabric, not on the lining. So after sewing here, I realized that what came out, as you can see, is quite small for my lacing, okay, while I have excess inside. So I said that I was going to lose it and sew it again. I left this mistake here so that you can actually understand what I mean. What came out is quite small for the lacing, just the way I want it. So I'm going to lose it and re-sew it again, this time bringing out my hand a little so that what will come out from the right side will be enough, like the way I want it for the lacing, the way I want it to come out. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. It's quite easy to understand if you put your mind to it. Okay, and of course this is for someone who have sewn something like this before, not for a total beginner who may not understand this lacing and modesty panel of a thing. So if you've sewn before, it will be quite easy for you to understand what I mean here. So turning it over now, you can see the way it is. Like I was saying before, only on the fabric was what I've sewn. The lining, I'm still going to turn it over to sew or use it to cover the rough edges. So you can see the way it is. Once you iron it out, everything is going to come out very beautiful. It will not be um how do I put it? It will not be wrinkling, or I don't know, it will be on a straight line. Okay, so I'm now going to turn the lining. You can see the way I've turned the line, just the normal way you turn your lining to do a neat finishing, to do um a backed out finishing, that is to finish everything totally. So you can see the way I've sewn it inside out. So I'll bring it out and show us the way it looks. Please kindly subscribe if you've not subscribed to this channel. We'll bring you more interesting and educative tutorials. So I've turned it inside out and you can see the way it's looking. Right, from the inside it is neat, from the outside it is also neat. You can see the way it is. So the modesty panel is on one side, the other side has no modesty panel, but it still has the bone for structure of the loops and the lacing. Okay, so this is what we've got here. So I hope you're going to practice it and see how it comes out. In case you've not done this type before, you're going to see how it comes out. There may be no need of stitching on it. You can just leave it the way it is. So like I was demonstrating, it will not be shifting up and down. It will stay in place. All right, all right, all right. I want to thank you for watching and hope that you practice yours. Bye.